I am so thrilled that I was gifted this espresso machine with a built-in grinder. And in this video, I am going to unbox this, show you exactly how it comes, and then put it to the test. Let's go. Now, of course, it comes with a fully detailed instruction manual, but I really like this quick guide. Lots of great visuals that will walk you through exactly what you're getting and how to make your favorite beverage. And here's how it comes to start. It definitely has a lot of tape to take off of it and some setup, but there are lots of components here. So as I take it apart, I'll walk through each piece. On the absolute back here, you have the water tank, and you'll definitely want to take everything apart, which you'll have to make it work anyway, and remove this yellow cover, as that's where the water is sucked into the machine from the tank. The tank is very narrow. It doesn't actually hold that much water, which is fine by me, as I find with espresso machines, I'm a little lazy on replacing the water if it's been in there too long, whereas this one will force me to keep it fresh, which is a good thing. So that you'll just want to wash out, fill up, and put on the back. And then you have your power cord. It's not a very long power cord, and that's what I would expect since this is designed to go on a kitchen counter. You don't want extra long cords shoved up on your counter. So it is about a 3-foot cord, and it is grounded. Now on the front, there's obviously a lot going on, but let's take out all these boxes first. Now I've taken everything out of the boxes, and I gotta tell you, off the bat, this is one beautiful machine, and I am loving everything I'm seeing so far. To start off with, you have your portafilter, really nice and clean. It has 2 exits if you want to do double shots, or these will easily flow into a single larger cup. And then you have your inserts for a double shot or a single shot of espresso. And then it comes with a tamper to tamp it down for a more even flow. And then you have this powder catcher ring. This does hook onto the top of the portafilter, and you can use this in the grinder if you want, but you can also just use the portafilter directly into the grinder. So I'm not exactly sure how this helps, but it is here. This is just an unfamiliar piece to me. And then you have your bean hopper. What I really like about this is it's not too large. You really do want to replace your espresso beans at least once a week so it all stays fresh. So really nice and clean. It has a few lines on the side. You'll want to make sure those are aligned before you lock it in the top. And the top actually does have the full burr grinder that you can pull out and put back in. And on this, you can choose what your grind size is by twisting this. Let me show you this close up before I put this in. So here is that top, and as you can see, this is where the burr grinder is. You can take this out completely for easy cleaning to get in there, and you do actually have a little brush that comes with this that is handy for getting everything clean. And then you'll just want to make sure that you get this twisted in correctly, and it does kind of lock into place. And then all you're going to do with the hopper is make sure it's aligned so all 3 of those elements are together. And then it just locks into place, and as it spins, I'm choosing the grind size. And so I can pick which one I think is best for what I'm grinding. Very clean. And then for the machine itself, I'm going to go over all of this as soon as I turn it on. But down here, you have your grinder. This is where you're going to grind the coffee into your portafilter. This is where you will get your espresso. And then you have your steam wand right here that can be moved around. And then down at the bottom, you do have this drip tray, and it will alert you when it fills up, as this is a floaty that will pop up and show those little red spots. And then over here, this is a catch for any grinds that fall out of the grinder. And you can pull this entire piece off as well. And in here, there actually is a little cleaning tool that you can pop out and use to really get into some of the spaces, like the tip of the steam wand, to get super clean. So now I'll put it all back together. All the pieces are really nice quality so far. I am really quite impressed with how this is looking, and I'm very curious to see how well it grinds and makes my coffee. I am going to go with a double espresso, and now I've added some water to the tank, and I need to add some coffee beans to the hopper. And of course I need to plug it in. And now that it's plugged in, I can just hit the on button. And now that it's running, these are all my buttons. Obviously we have the on off, we have the start stop. This set button, you can spin and you can push on, and then you just have your single and your double espresso buttons. Now it starts automatically saying it will grind for 12 seconds for a single cup. If I spin it just slightly, it'll go to a double cup and it will grind for 17 seconds. And if I spin it a little more, it will go to steam. So this is what I'll start up when I want to steam up some milk. And if I spin just a little more, I can go to hot water. And so now it'll just give me hot water. So if I just want a cup of tea, this can take care of that for me too. So I actually think I'm going to start with a single. So I'm going to put the single cup into the portafilter. And all I need to do is put this into the grinder, and then I just hold down. And it automatically turns off at the correct amount of time. So now I have all those grounds, and I can see where I could make a big mess there, especially at the angle I'm at. But now that is fully ready to go. I'm going to tamp it down and lock it into place for my coffee. There we are. Now I just need a cup. Cup's in place. Let's turn it on. And now I have a beautiful single espresso. It smells so good. It's a little hot for me right now, and I do want to test out the steamer and get some milk going here. The one thing this espresso machine doesn't come with is it doesn't come with a steaming cup. I do have one, and so here that is. And for the steam, I am actually going to move it a little bit so I can reach. And I'm going to pop out the steam wand, and then I'm going to set it to steam, and I just hit start. And now we're steaming. So if I want it really frothy, I can tip it out to really get more air in there, or I can just keep it right under and just let it steam it. However you want to steam, it's up to you. But I see really good volume and flow going here. And now the maximum steam time is 99 seconds, and it'll turn off automatically. One thing to keep in mind is this does not have a thermometer. So if you want to know how hot your milk is, you will want to add a thermometer as well. But now I have my steamed milk. Let me give this a try. That's beautiful. This is fantastic. I am so impressed with the quality of this machine, how it's very user-friendly and inviting. I love that it grinds the coffee itself, so everything's built in. The steam function is super powerful, and it's a really nice espresso. Now let me see what happens when I turn it off. It will just automatically turn off. So something to keep in mind is it's not going to self-clean that wand. So you will want to wipe down the wand every time after use just to make sure it's super clean. If you want to clean it more, fill this back up with a little water and steam the water. And if you just want hot water, all you're going to do is put an empty cup under that steam wand and press hot water, and it will give you hot water through the steam wand. So overall, this is a really impressive, exceptionally user-friendly machine. I love that it has the hopper and the grinder built in and has all the levels I could want. This grind piece is super simple to use. It has a really nice catch for overflow, so you're not making a mess of your counter, and it's just so clean overall. I do wish they gave you just your first little steam cup. That is the only piece that it doesn't really have that I think it would be nice if it had. This with a temperature gauge on it. But past that, this is a fantastic machine, and I can't wait to test this more, to play with it more, to enjoy it every morning. And if you are on the hunt for a really nice espresso machine, this one's got you covered.